Hello guys and welcome to my F1 2018 Career Mode Let's Play. Let's go ahead and pick an audio name. That's the only thing I forgot to do before I started recording. I know which one I'm gonna do. The Captain.
The Captain!
That's cool. Alright, we're gonna do that one. And that's my driver, that's my helmet. Name, number, I picked number 88. And American flag. Alright. Go ahead and go in. Team selection. Alright, I think I know which one I'm going to do. I'm going to bring back an old team back to the front of the grid. McLaren. And my teammate's going to be Fernando Alonso. These are going to be our settings. Full qualifying. No formation lap. Race distance 25. All those are going to stay the same. Assist, I'm going to have analog brakes on and traction control on full. I might take off a little bit on traction control, but mostly because I'm still trying to learn how to brake and how to drive professionally. So I'm still trying to learn that. I don't want each lap me spinning around in the gravel. I actually want to make it halfway reasonable. Same thing with the AI difficulty. I will be pushing that down if I need to, pushing it up. I'm thinking by the end of the season to having it at the max, which is I think 110 AI. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go into our very first career mode on F1 2018. First race is going to be in Australia. Should be fun. I'm really looking forward to this season. I think it's going to be a really fun season. I'm looking forward to what kind of speed we can bring to the tracks. I mean, there's a few tracks like Monaco that I'm thinking is going to be just a wreck fest. Mostly because I'm absolutely terrible at those tracks. Let's take a look at this.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to doing the interviews. I don't know how many I'm going to be showing.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tire wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
I'll do my best. I'm looking forward to this season. I think it's going to be fun. Here comes Fernando.
Welcome to your new team. McLaren are one of the most successful teams in the sport, and they've reinvented themselves over the past few years. They demand excellence from all areas of their organization, and they'll expect you to integrate yourself and get up to speed from the first race.
I'll do my best. We're going to have to see what kind of pace we have in practice and in qualifying. I think we're going to have pretty good pace. I don't know if we're going to make it into Q3 or not, but you guys will figure that out in just a second.
Well done. That was a good qualifying performance. Here you can see the pertinent details about your current contract. On one side are the objectives and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team. On the other is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the current team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
So we qualified really good for Australia. Now we're gonna go download some stuff for the car, see if we can upgrade some stuff. I've been looking a little bit, and we need a new. So we need to do this minor upgrade because we have one of the worst engines on the grid. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that. That should be in by, I think, China. Chassis. We also don't have that good of a chassis. So if we upgrade that, we might be in striking distance of overtaking Red Bull Toro Rosso. Aerodynamics. There's one upgrade that I think we need more than most. It's this one. We're going to go ahead and download this, or upgrade this, and yeah. So there's that, and then there's one more upgrade I want to do. This one right here. This is going to help with the durability of all the components. So the gearbox, all the power units and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do one of those. So yeah, so we might have one come in for Bahrain next week, or next episode, and in 2 episodes time we should have China's upgrades ready. So we qualified really good for this race. So let's see how we do in the race.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21-race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with the addition of new safety features, the return of France and Germany in an expanded 21-race calendar, and more tyre compounds than ever before. And of course, we have some big car manufacturers back in the sport too, with Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin returning as title sponsors for Sauber and Red Bull respectively. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2018 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. Great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here. I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 4th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season, it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the relative performance of McLaren and Toro Rosso, who have exchanged power unit suppliers this year. And given the additional restrictions on engine components, they need to be strong in terms of both performance and reliability.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen and Ricciardo, Magnussen, the captain, Sainz and Sergio Perez, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Fernando Alonso and Leclerc, Ocon, Gasly, Brendan Hartley and Lance Stroll, Ericsson and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, you've qualified higher than we expected, so let's try to build on this position throughout the race.
Alright guys, so we were on the grid for the Australian Grand Prix. The car is very good. We qualified 8th for this race. I'm thinking we might have really good pace. So I don't think we're going to have a podium. That's definitely not going to happen. But we might have a chance for some really good points. So let's go to the grid. I'm going to bump down the fuel load a little bit. Whoop. 16 and a half laps. And let's get the first race of our career mode underway. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go here for the Australian Grand Prix. Very conservative in the T1, just trying to keep my front wing on. Look at Magnussen going on the outside of Ricardo! Or Raikkonen. Whoa. I was thinking I was going to just power drive that truck. I thought I tapped someone, I thought it was Sonic. Whoa! Over the grass! I was thinking earlier that Daniel Ricciardo had a really good qualifying position. I mean, it looked like he did. Carlos Sainz looking on our outside through this really fast, high-speed chicane. My personal favorite part of this track. I love this turn right here. It's just so fun to get right. Coming down to complete lap 1 here in Australia. In Melbourne. The street teams here. It's really fun. I mean, the car has a lot of pace, but I mean, we're going to need to do a lot of upgrading and stuff like that in order for the car to be somewhat competitive. Like, winning potential. We qualified above our teammate Fernando, so maybe we might have a chance to, I don't know, maybe be in all the qualifying sessions. That's going to be our goal. But then again, it's going to be really hard to not, race as hard as we can all the season long. So we're not going to have race-winning pace until maybe China? No. We might not have winning potential until maybe Russia. Russia or the American Grand Prix. I don't know why I keep saying Grand Prix. It's Grand Prix. We want to do flat out, but you just can't. You just can't go flat out.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
You're going to get Magnussen in the next couple laps. Trying to reel him in. So we have a really good gap to Carlos Sainz. Maybe we might be able to leapfrog both Renault cars this season. I want to be able to, in Season 2, be able to win the Constructors and Drivers' Championships in the same year. And after that, I might move to a different team. So there's a different team that you all want me to race for the next couple of seasons. I don't know. It's going to be fun bringing back this old-time legendary team.
Is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
Yeah, dude, I know that. Just put it on the road. No. on power the battery.
Our gap to first place is 7.5 seconds.
Whoa! Overshot that. Yeah, let's just leave the battery down a little bit. This corner right here, turn 4. I just don't like it. I don't know if I'm just messing it up, but each time I go through there, I think I'm just going to overshoot
We've
it.
pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I'm really liking how the balance is in this car. Got a little loose coming out at last turn, that right-hander. I tried it flat out. I couldn't get it.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Whoa! Got really loose through that corner. Catching up to Magnussen, trying to catch Carlos Sainz. I'm trying to get away from Carlos Sainz.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Going on the super softs, I think. If I'm not mistaken, if I know from the start. See if we can pass Magnussen in the pits. Might be able to. I think Carlos Sainz is trying to help us. Oh no. You have to wait? Oh. So they both got us there on that pit sequence.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Slow pit stops. We're gonna need to see if we can ride in and we get faster pit stops. Because that was uncalled for. Right there. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you drive it just a little too hard, you go over that little bump. It just upsets the car so much. It's unreal. Sausage curry. This one is deadly. Remember at the Charlotte Oval? How many people died from those? Not really, but if you there goes that section. Whoa.
Fernando's in the pits.
Maybe we might be able to do something like that. Looks like we might have a pretty good lead on a couple guys coming out. Was that a Force India coming out? trying so hard not to take off the front wing, so I'll be so focused just trying to make
Okay,
sure I
car
don't-
behind is now running the Super Soft tyre. That's the Super Soft on the car behind.
One positive is I think we're going to beat Fernando in this race if we don't get any points. Yep, who's that battling with? Rocket?
Yellow flag.
Trying to slow down. Who's that? Magnussen! Whoa!
Okay, clear.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice work, that brings you up
Running
in place.
Carlos. See if they're gonna run up there and catch Carlos. I am flat out just loaded. Top 6. They just run away from
Gap to
the
car in front is 1.6
It's been like that
seconds.
since they put on the new engine for 2014. It's so dominant. Well, pulling away. Oh wow, it looks like there's another yellow
Keep a
flag.
D rating, lower the ERS deployment mode before you hit your deployment limit. We're leading our teammate by 15.5 seconds. Some
Now
information
Lance
on
is
Stroll. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
I think Carlos Sainz might have a problem with that. I'm just really. I don't know, guys. Oh man, that section is difficult. It really shouldn't be because there's 3 parts of the track that have it, but it's just such it's so cracking at this track and on this game, it's just not even fun.
Caution, caution. Some information on Hulkenberg. They seem to have an issue.
How would we
Green
know
flag.
they already having fun? It's the first race of the year. Reeling in Carlos Sainz. Whoa.
Some information on Leclerc. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
What's that? The 4th driver in this race. 4th. Had an issue. First, I think it was. I don't know. Oh, man. Thanks for blocking, dude. Really appreciate it.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, I'll go up here. Really, dude? Here we go. See you later. Came up and just touched my rear end. Just kind of giving me a pat on the back saying, go get him. It's like I was going faster in the lower ERS modes. Yeah, those kind of using stuff. Wow, I get 11 on the gearbox. Oh man, that last corner just kills you because you're like, man, I have to take this flat out.
The gap
but
to the leader is
kind of a small little-
16.0 seconds.
so you don't really catch up. Those two up there going side by side. We might be able to catch them now. Oh man, both Red Bull cars. I really hope they don't do well. I kind of hope they do it back to stop this from buying. Just pass them. We might get a top 5 out of this, guys. In our first race with McLaren. I'm just not gonna do it. Just see if it's right out there behind me. Really want to go up the colors to the side.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, good exit. Good exit out there. Oh, I was wondering what was going on there. Hit down in the lead. Let's see if I can catch him again. It's hitting all my marks. Right now, it looks like we might be the only person scoring from the can.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds.
I'm just kind of saving my stuff for a little bit. Oh, over that. Yeah. What's that, 3 to go? No, 2 laps to go. And those guys playing up there. I'm thinking right now, man. We gotta get up there.
The gap to the car behind is 4.5 seconds.
Really nice return line. Really, really nice. 2 seconds. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the wake here in a minute. Oh wow, I'm just doing all she's got. Let's get hairpin.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Qualifying lap, here we go.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Okay, what, 3/10 in half a lap, or 2 gonna get the other? Oh man, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Wow, Lewis Hamilton, I think won this race. Yep. Big win for Mercedes. In our first race with McLaren Renault, McLaren F1 team, we're gonna pick up some points, some very much needed FIA points.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Moving on to the Driver of the Day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Brendan Hartley. Consistency, good battles, sensible driving. He can be pleased with that performance.
And now let's take a look at the Constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Alright, really good 6 points for this race. I think we really deserve them. Start down to the standings. We're sitting 7th in the tables and 4th in the drivers or constructors. So what? 7th, I think, in driver standings and 4th in the constructors. Really, really nice. Very happy. All right, let's head on.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up.
All right, I
We've
will.
received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Nice. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this race in season episode 1 of this season mode. Very, very nice points. We have a really, I mean, we got a pretty good wear on the race on the actual motor, and pretty not so hot on the gearbox. But that's all right. We can see how long we can keep it. So maybe if that 10% upgrade to help the wear on the parts might actually help us out a little bit. So, alright, well guys, that's gonna do it for this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later.